Lessons in Staying Calm. In the dense jungle of Asia, in Laos, the horse was carrying sacks of grain on his back for his merchant owner. This path was one he had traveled hundreds of times, so everything seemed completely normal. But that afternoon, things began to change. The road split into two directions, and he chose the familiar path to the left. Gradually, the trees around him looked unfamiliar, and the air became strangely heavy. After an hour of walking, the horse realized he was truly lost. There were no sounds from villages or marketplaces echoing back, only the wind and the rustling of leaves. He stopped, ears raised, listening, but heard nothing except a frightening silence. Then he saw animal skeletons scattered across the ground, picked completely clean. His legs weakened, his heart pounded. That was when a low growl sounded nearby. He slowly turned his head and saw the tiger standing there, eyes locked, tail swaying gently. The horse felt his whole body freeze. Everything inside him urged him to run, but his legs would not move. The tiger began circling him, slowly, patiently, as if in no hurry. The horse's mind was in chaos with the thought that this was the moment he would die. But then a memory from the past rushed back. The voice of his old master when he was young. The one who does not show fear will confuse the bully. The horse took a trembling breath, then did something that surprised even himself. Instead of running, he sat down right in front of the tiger and began to chew grass calmly. He pretended this was just an ordinary day, even though inside his heart was pounding like a drum. The tiger stopped, circling, staring, with a look of confusion. No creature had ever sat and eaten grass in front of the tiger like this. The tiger growled low in threat. The horse lifted his head, chewed slowly, then looked away, as if thinking about more important matters. Inside, he was terrified beyond measure, but on the outside, he held an unusual calm. The tiger roared loudly, making the trees tremble. But the horse only yawned. Not intentionally, but it happened. The tiger stepped back one step. Just one step, but it said everything. The tiger circled closer again, watching, waiting for the horse to panic. But the horse kept chewing grass slowly, as if nothing was happening. After a long, drawn-out time, the tiger backed away further. It did not leave completely, but only retreated a distance, still watching and trying to understand what was happening. The horse was still sitting there when a jackal slipped out from the bushes in the Asian jungle of Laos. It approached with a sly grin, eyes shifting back and forth between the tiger and the horse. The jackal clearly saw an opportunity coming. It stepped straight up to the horse, baring its teeth, and spoke in a low, threatening voice. "You think you are clever sitting here as if you are the master of this place. I am not as merciful as him." The horse looked at the jackal, his face showing no expression at all. For a moment, his mind went blank, not knowing what to say. But then a sentence naturally came out of his mouth. "The tiger has decided that I am not worth eating. Are you trying to say that he is wrong?" The jackal suddenly froze. Its eyes quickly glanced toward the tiger, still standing at a distance watching. The smile on the jackal's face slowly disappeared. It stepped back and stammered, "I was just asking." And then the jackal quickly disappeared into the bushes. The horse remained sitting for a while longer. Then he slowly stood up, turned around, and walked step by step out of the forest. He did not run in panic, nor did he look back. The tiger still stood in place, not chasing the horse at all.
Because of his calmness, the horse safely overcame the challenge. The lesson from the story is, true strength does not lie in physical power, but in self-control. In dangerous situations, when facing fear, if we panic, we become easy targets. On the contrary, calmness and confidence can make the opponent hesitate and lose their advantage. Sometimes, it is not bold action, but composure. That is the best protection. Maintaining a strong spirit will help us overcome adversity.